Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have managed to get our hands on a proper claim for the Kingdom of Italy, and one where the kingdom itself will be de jure held by one of our vassals, assuming that we get this done before this lady dies or decides to leave our court. We gotta move quick. So we are going to raise up our army around over here. We'll raise all of our troops. And let's see what we get. How long does this take? Yeah, you came of age. Sure, that's fine. I don't really care. We have bigger problems right now, as in we really need to get our hands on this. Taking the Kingdom of Italy is what opens up dismantling the papacy for us. Now, we wouldn't need it if we weren't playing under this somewhat ridiculous rule set, but we are, so that's fine. So we're going to extort our courtiers, apparently. I didn't necessarily mean to do that, but sure. Okay, so here's our troops here. They only have 5k. Sure. We'll split off our mangonels, and we've got our 3 pirates here. Didn't we have 2 before? I thought that we had 2 before. Are they regenerating just incredibly slowly? I don't know. Well, we're going to come up over here. We're going to make sure that we've got ourselves our siege commander here. Cool. Now, I'd like to catch their force here. We're going to take attrition. It's fine. I don't really care. They, if they're smart, come up this way. We'll see if they're smart or not. They're not smart. Okay. Good to know. No smartness happening here. And we catch them there. Perfect. We're going to siege our way up to their capital up here. I was hoping we just captured the king. Okay. Well, that's one way to win the war. And as you can see, she is now the Queen of Italy. She does have an heir, so that's good. That heir is unlanded. Sure. So that means that we can't hand out any of this territory up here because it's not reporting to us, A, and B, it's not, well, it's de jure part of our empire. Because the Kingdom of Italy is part of our empire, that's now de jure part of ours. So, we can then come over here, and we are now able to seize the county of Lucca, de jure. We are also able to go into East Francia and seize these de jure areas. Now, we probably wouldn't go by de jure county here. We'd probably do holy wars for duchies. Lombardy would not be a terrible one to start with. Emilia's only a single county, and then Verona would basically get this done. That would require 3 wars. Chronicle writing, but what we would really need here would be... Let's see, I'm checking here. What was it? Rightful ownership would be what we would really need to combine those wars together. So I think that we need to fight East Francia as quickly as possible here. They're allied to West Francia, so this is potentially a rather large battle here. But I think that we holy war for the Duchy of Lombardy here, just to clean this up. And then, well, actually, it's technically best if we went to, well, that creates any of these options. Any of them creates border core. Because now this is an exclave. Now this is an exclave. Now this is an exclave. So any of those. Okay. We're going to go for Lombardy, I think. Just get that out of the way. I want to check the actual borders of Italia again here. Okay, that's all impassable terrain there. So it is what I thought it was. Okay, so here's the plan. We go to war with East Francia immediately for the Duchy of Lombardy. And we do that as quickly as we can so that our truce starts ticking down. We're going to raise all of our troops here. Once we are truced to East Francia, we go after Lucca. And then we wait. We'll see how that goes. But this war first, that's the top priority at this moment. Cool. So is this sufficient troops? Actually, yes. So we'll just head up over this direction. And can't middle mouse drag. There we go. Oh, we can change this queen's contract. And we're going to immediately tell her, give us more levies. Cool. We can also grant some vassals over to rightful liege, and that's not a terrible idea. We aren't super duper close to our vassal limit. What are we at for that? 48 out of 70. We're doing fine. No problem there. And keep in mind that we do have legalistic getting established in 21 years. Our vassal limit's going to be 100, which is really, really high. So that's great. We're going to cap over here. We just inherited a barony. Oh, this barony. Okay, sure. We're going to grant that back out. Cool. And now we need a marshal, which will be this fine gentleman. I'm sure he'll do a great job. Cool. So we're looking at 4 wars. No, 5 wars to dismantle the papacy here. That's what we've got going on. Okay. We see some Burgundian troops coming in over here. Not sure how much we care about Burgundian troops at this moment. We're going to finish up this siege. Oh, we don't have a leader here. We're going to finish up this siege. We're going to come up over here, and I guess we'll kill the Burgundian troops if they stick around, because we need to head up this direction to get to the war goal in Como anyway. So that'll be fine. And we're going to see if we can catch them up over here. We got them. Cool. There we go. They got stack wiped, and we're going to grab this. So we're currently at 10% war score here. It's not going to be a huge amount of war score. I'm not sure where the East and West Francian troops are, but I would have expected them to be here by now, or very soon. Our brother died from his wounds. Okay. Where are they? They're not attacking us up here. Are they just choosing not to fight for this? That would be strange, for sure. We have a royal court event here that we can do. You can continue your artistic pursuits. That's fine. Checking supply limits around here. It's not great in terms of supply. That's not shocking, to be clear. But it's not great. What other things can we do? We're going to be able to secure the Mediterranean soon enough. Oh, hello. That's some West Francian troops there. Okay. Wonder if they're going to link up with East Francian troops. I wish there was a supply limit map mode in this game. That would be nice. Let's just look around real quick here. Down here? Okay. Someone's trying to murder us. That would be very rude. I would prefer it if they didn't. They're sieging over here. Now we're taking heavy attrition up here because we're out of supplies. And that's fine for the moment. We're going to finish this siege. Sure, showing the arm. And now we're going to head up over here. They may finish their siege before we arrive. That's progressing pretty quickly. 30 more days. Yeah, unless they abandon their siege here, which they did. They did abandon their siege. Okay, that's huge. And the East Francian troops aren't here yet. We're fighting these guys separately, and I'm not entirely sure why. But okay. So there's some jihad that might happen here. Okay, Muslim faiths now have access to jihads, which could be problematic for us. Well, not really. I think that we'd win. But really, I don't think that they're going to go after us. I think that if the Muslims are going to jihad, they might jihad for like North Africa, but I think that the Byzantine Empire is the more likely target. We'll see how that goes. Now, I do want to move these troops back. Okay. We're now going to divide and divide again. And we are going to resupply here for a bit. Okay. We're at 50% war score. Cool. Just double checking supply limits here. This one is not great. We're going to move down here instead. The rest of these should be reasonably fine. Cool. So we're resupplying and letting our ticking war score go up. We now have control of the war objective. So at this point, it's only a matter of time until this war is over. Now, I would like... We were going to work towards Kidnapper. That's no longer necessary. We could just grab Dreadful and then move our way back over towards Learning Focus when we can change that, which will be in 2 years. Okay, so we'd get like one more focus point. We can change... Get out of here. We could change this guy's contract, and we will definitely do so. We'll move up his feudal levies. Done. I'm hoping that we see the East Transian army down here soon. Are they in another war? They are. That explains it. Okay. In that case, I'm going to split off these mangonels. And we may as well split off the... No. I don't want to split that in half. We may as well split off our special soldiers here, the two pirates, and some mangonels here. And we're going to get a unit of levies. We'll grab a unit of levies out of here as well. Okay. We're going to group all those together up here, and they're going to be over that supply limit, I think, or close to it. Not quite. I'm going to have them come up over... Okay. I'm changing my mind here. I do want... That guy? Okay. We're going to group these guys back together. Not these guys, but the rest of these. Out over this way. We see the West Francian army over here. And we're going to fight them. So we're going to group these guys together. And I saw that we do, for once, actually have an army organizer. Not this guy. He's an open terrain expert. But I did see an army organizer here somewhere. Yes. This guy. He's only a guest, but we could recruit him. For the time being, I'm going to tell these guys to get that siege engineer. Fantastic. And now we're going to come up here, and we're going to fight West Francia while we siege up here. This is maybe a little bit dangerous, but we'll give it a go. We're not going to catch them over here. They've turned around. We'll keep an eye on their movements. I don't expect that we catch them here. I think they're coming here. Maybe not. Okay, we need to back off here anyway because we don't have enough troops. That is something I should have thought of. We will raise a few extra troops over here. And chasing these guys around this way, we're going to take very, very heavy attrition. So that is a concern, for sure. Are they actually going to catch us here? They are fast. Okay. So we are going to pay to recruit this guy. And hope that that gets us out of there in time. I don't necessarily think it will. Nope. Okay. We'll see if we get stack wiped. We'll stop this gather. They are holding the army there until our reinforcements arrive. Hey, we get a retreat. Cool. So we're going to get out of there. We did not get stack wiped. That's beautiful. Now we're going to come up here and fight this force. We're now at 67%. I see these guys down here. I don't know how much we actually care about them, though. We're just going to walk our way up here. And I guess we could walk down here. We're now at 88%, and only 34 of that is from battles. Fascinating. So these guys abandoned their siege. They're now trying to siege here, which is even worse. Now, our brother died, and that gave us a mental break. So we need to not die for the next little while here. Death is not the worst thing, but we can go ahead and spend some money. It's going to cost us a little bit here, but I'm not too concerned about our finances. I do want to double check our succession. says no de jure titles. Oh, this is our head of faith. Right. That goes to our heir. So we don't care about that. We do need to do all of this. Right, because we're on equal gender law. Now, we changed that with our faith, but I didn't think our actual succession would change at that time. Good to know. Okay, so what do we... Well, we just want to disinherit these. We are lacking the prestige for it, though. It could be an awkward succession. We will have claims to take it all back, so that's not the end of the world. Yeah, I didn't think it would actually change our real succession law, just make it possible to change it in the future, which would have been the plan, but for now, that's not the that wasn't the plan, obviously. We're 92%, and we win that. That gives us an additional 2%. We're going to bring these guys up here just in case, and how long is that siege going to be? A year? Honestly, I think ticking war score ends it before this does. So that's fine. We're going to head up over here. Ooh, hello. They've got actual troops up here now. But the war's over. They can't do anything in time. They're far too late here. Cool. So we enforce those demands and disband our troops. We will grant these out to nobles of Norse culture. That one didn't need to be granted out. Cool. And we could create these titles. There we go. And then grant those over to the Kingdom of Italy. We demand this guy's conversion. Apparently, the previous ruler died. This guy's back in charge and is our vassal now. We fought against him. So that's exciting. He's going to refuse this. And I should have given him the duchies first. But we'll grant those over. Lombardy and Tuscany. Done. Cool. We can create the Empire of Italia, and we'll go ahead and do so. There we go. Now we can secure the Mediterranean, which we'll go ahead and do. Fantastic. The sea and everything it touches belongs to us. That's absolutely great. Now, next, we're going to have to go after East Francia again. And we could actually have Holy Ward for the Kingdom of Italy, couldn't we have? That may have been the better way to do it, now that I think about that. Well, it's fine. So we've got Verona and Mantua left to take. But we do need to go after Lucca down here as well. This is de jure ours, and I highly doubt that he would accept vassalage here. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Mostly just because he's of a different faith. But we're still going to do this, and we're going to seize that de jure. No problem. So let's raise up just our men-at-arms. I think that's all we need here. This is slightly greedy, but let's see how that goes. Yeah, no problem. He's just going to chill. Sounds good. This random wanderer? We'll do this ourselves. Actually, are we just here for the drinks? That's a lot of stress loss. We're just here for the drinks. Cool. Okay, so we just about got Italy under our control. We are obese, and we are trying to lose weight right now. Let's see how that goes. Show in the Jarl, because that gives us 75 more prestige. We are currently dying. So, a succession here does mean that we're going to have to do some reconquest. 4, to be precise. I'm going to disinherit this guy. That's the only one we can do for now. Giving up the Kingdom of England is rough for us. for sure. $300 prestige for that, huh? We're going to go ahead and host a grand feast. And hope that we lose weight here. We inherited a temple. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that. That's up over here. Sure. We'll just grant that off. No problem. Are we going to lose weight while at the feast? That would be nice. Hey, we did. Fantastic. We are still dying, even though we are no longer obese. This is still saying that we're obese. Maybe that just hasn't updated yet? I don't know. 150 prestige is great. So we can use that to clean up our succession a little bit. Done. Now there's only 2. And this is a much better succession. Beautiful. Okay. We're no longer dying. And apparently we got a valuable hostage. And now we can disinherit you. Done. Cool. And now there's only the Italian one. Fantastic. So this war is over, of course. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Perfect. So now it's kind of a waiting game. We need the truce on East Francia to go away. We don't care necessarily about dying right now. I would like... The King of West Francia is dear to you. To us. I am dear to myself. Will you let me go in return for this offer of nothing? Signed, me. Oh, okay. Oh no, they're just named the same thing. I gotcha. Okay. There's no offer there, though. So, no. No, you offered us literally nothing. Cool. So we just need this tiny little bit of East Francia here. That's all we need now. We're going to wait for the truce to tick down. And that'll be great. I'm also going to call a hunt. There we go. And that will allow us... gold? Okay, sure. That will allow us to disinherit this princess. How old is this guy? 43, okay. Yeah, that's... I maybe should have gone for a slightly younger one, but that's fine. We're going to disinherit you. And there we go. Clean succession. We are now able to die. We are going to stop losing weight because we don't care when we die from here on out. East Francia here, I would love to go to war with, but now is definitely not the time for that. We're going to wait out that truce a bit. Sure. I don't care about this, I guess. Yeah, that's completely fine. And very soon now, we're going to be able to dismantle the papacy. We're now 2 wars away from it. 2 wars away. We need to unland him and completely control the region of Italia, which is going to happen simultaneously. We're going to take these 4 provinces here. We are now obese, and we're going to die. That's actually a good thing for us. We're currently ill. That's fine. We want to die here. That resets our truce with East Francia. So that's great. Any moment now. But it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will die and go after East Francia to get the papacy finally dismantled. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.